let's continue.
Neo, Fang, lightning, they turned to crystal so that we might live. It was an enormous sacrifice.
My sister and the others. I think they wanted to preserve life. They gave us a chance to live again.
No one's been able to use
I'm
it.
digging the music.
I swear I won't step on any more excavated items.
They put the future in our hands. We're in a position to build a society based on human technology, no longer subject to the whim of the foul sea. That's the gift we've been given.
Okay.
Sarah, you've just stepped into the near future. You must be curious about a few things.
Hope wonders if I have any questions about this world. Now 7 years in the future. Has the Academy grown? Why is Alyssa here with you? Any progress on paradox research? Why are you so grown up? What kind of question is that?
Why are you all so grown up now?
You can't seriously still need an explanation for that, can you?
You've traveled 7 years into the future, and though it's been a relatively short period for you, I've continued to age at the normal rate. Does that explain things for you?
Oh, I know that. What I meant to ask was, why do you seem so mature for your age? I'm no scientist, but even I understand that 7 years have passed. Wow, did you really think I was that dense?
No, of course not. Please, you must believe I would never think that of you.
Nice save, Director. How long has it been? 5 years? You two haven't changed at all.
I hope not. And here we are, meeting in ruins again.
Ruins are places where memories gather like dust. So many layers of time. Probably the easiest place for a paradox to occur.
Okay then. Let me through, asshole.
Director? Watch your step in there. Thank you.
Isn't the Academy a research institute? Why do you need so many soldiers? Without the fallacy around, we have to be able to protect ourselves. And that means guns.
The time distortions spawn hostile creatures. Until we can resolve the paradox, we need military force to repel threats. These armed patrols are essential for our safety.
I want to explore.
The director's prediction was spot on. Excavation requires time and effort.
It's hard to believe it's really been 10 years. So much time has passed.
After meeting with me again, Hope seems lost in memories. What should we talk about? Talk about the ruins, talk about lightning, talk about Saz, talk about snow.
Hope, do you still think my sister is trapped inside that crystal pillar?
I always had doubts, and it wasn't just me. Saz had them as well.
Really? Saz too?
Yes. He couldn't believe that lightning would just up and leave Sarah like that. After all, she was the one who said we shouldn't face things alone, that we should stick together.
Huh.
I'm glad to see you're doing well, Sarah.
Let's talk about snow.
So Hope, have you heard anything from Snow?
Nothing, I'm sorry to say. Not a single word. Not since he left on his mission.
No sign of him for 10 whole years? Sounds like we're not the only ones traveling through time.
You might be right. Considering Snow's uncanny ability to find trouble, he's almost certainly aware of these temporal aberrations. I wonder how the others are doing.
What about Saz?
I wonder how Saz and Little Dodge are doing.
We've been out of touch. Saz took Dodge to live on Grand Pulse. and he was flying airships the last I heard. Then suddenly they both disappeared. I searched everywhere but never found them.
They probably time traveled somewhere else.
All gone our separate ways.
Yes. And I can't tell you how much it means to have you here now. Saz and Snow may have set off on different paths, but I've started to think that, in the end, we're all headed towards the same goal. It's been 10 years already.
This is some kind of ancient city, right?
The city of Padra, or so we believe. It was the center of a great kingdom built by a nation known as the Farseers.
The Farseers? You're telling me there used to be enough of them to build this entire town?
According to our research, we believe they constituted an entire nation. A polity that was ruled by a Cirrus.
Can you see me now? Standing here in this place?
So this nation, Padra? Their leader was a Cirrus, right?
Yes. The Cirrus would read the fates, see the future, and guide her country.
Yule.
Yule. That's the girl that at the beginning of the game where Caius was putting in the ocean and the body just melted.
Military's getting a bit too lax.
They resemble the ones.
They look the same as they did 5 years ago.
Come on, look at that.
Good job, Kubo. Good solid greens. La la.
Any records of their culture or lifestyles? I can't comprehend how people used to live.
Where are you taking me, Hope?
Here,
Thanks.
you've traveled through time. I suppose it's not surprising you know about these things. The power to rule was passed down from one Cirrus to the next. She was always called Yule.
If they could read time, why did they die out? Surely they could see the danger coming and do something to avoid it.
No, they were destroyed because they could see the future.
Why?
The Cirrus Yule foresaw the future destruction of this city. Some citizens wanted to try to avert the disaster. Others felt that they should simply abandon their homes and run. A few fell into despair and took their own lives. The divided populace clashed. The nation was torn apart by civil war.
Being able to see the future is awfully dangerous. It can mess with people's heads.
Tell me about it. The nation fell apart, and the survivors fled into the wildlands, avoiding contact with others.
Huh. So you know the story.
Oh! Come on, Director Hope! I want to show them! It's okay to show them, isn't it?
This way. Here. This is what lies at the heart of our paradox. The Oracle Drive. We've been giving it careful study.
But how did you...
Wait. You know of these devices?
Oh, well, yeah. I've heard of them. In books and stuff.
The Oracle Drive appears to be some kind of recording apparatus from ancient times. We've excavated a number of the devices. However, the recordings depict things that cannot be possible. Perhaps you should see for yourselves.
This is how it works.
What the hell? That was the fall of Cocoon at the end of 13.
The device was excavated from an ancient part of the ruins. We used carbon dating methods to determine age. The device and the recording stored within are several centuries old.
But it shows lightning.
Someone in the past recorded this vision of the future. Perhaps it was the seeress Yule herself. What we're concerned about, however, is this. You'll have to excuse the image quality.
What now? That's the beginning of this game.
Was that my sister?
Yes, I think so. We need to conduct further analysis to be certain.
Is it broken?
No. We've tested both device and data, and everything is nominal. Yet, when we try to view the recording, we get this. Perhaps it's not the recording that's broken. It's the immediate space-time in which we are located.
You mean it could be the paradox? Because the surrounding space-time is twisted, that might be directly affecting the device. So, if the paradox is eliminated, space-time will return to normal. Then we could see the prophecy and find out where my sister is.
Yes, I believe so.
Right.
Here.
An artifact.
This object serves as a key, is that right? We try to make it work ourselves, but with no success.
Yeah. We can use that to travel across time.
Then you may have it. I think it'll be far more useful to you than us. Here.
Man, all this time paradox bullshit is confusing me. Hollow artifact.
During the years that passed as we traveled outside time and space, Hope had devoted himself to his research, trying to unlock the mystery of the paradox. If the gates are the cause of the puzzle, they might also be the key to unlocking it. But I wonder, am I getting closer? Will I find lightning in the end?
Time to find that gate.
It was in the ruins.
La la la. La, la.
You understand why I wanted to show you the Oracle Drive?
I think I do. You've been looking for lightning too all this time.
Yes. It's not much of a clue, but I thought you should see it all the same. And I wanted you to see how far we've come.
Hope has been analyzing the Oracle Drive and images that appear to be lightning. What should I ask him? Everyone's looking for lightning, huh? Tell us about the Padre ruins. Do you know of Valhalla? How does the Oracle Drive work? Who is the Osiris? Yule?
Hope, have you ever heard of Valhalla?
I've seen the name in the Padron texts we recovered. A forgotten region, I think.
Was there anything more? That's the place where Noel met lightning.
I'm sorry. We've only been able to decode fragments. The only other thing we've found is a reference to some invisible or unseen realm. We've still barely scratched the surface here.
I want to know more.
I think I'm a bit jealous of you, Sarah. You can travel to the past or the future, and if you find somewhere you like, you can just stay there.
Huh. I've never thought of it like that. I've been so focused on finding my sister.
Well, of course you are.
She wouldn't just leave the people she loves behind. Let me through, asshole.
They found traces of what looks like a large-scale battle in these ruins. They uncovered piles of bones that were all scratched up.
They must have been fighting monsters too.
The thing is, the scratch marks suggested they were inflicted by people.
Damn.
The Academy's troops are made up mainly of former Sanctum soldiers. My commanding officer even fought in Cocoon's capital city.
Maybe it's time to put in for a trip.
I hope he's behaving himself at home.
I'm collecting parts for my computer terminal. If you've got any, I'd be happy to buy them from you. What I really want to get my hands on is the battery used for one of the older models, like the kind they used on Cocoon. It wasn't a very popular model, so the parts are scarce. I saw it in a store window once. I got excited and ran in, but it turned out that the item had already been bought.
Sucker.
Really? You'll help me try and find the battery? It might be an impossible task. I already called every store in the book with no luck. But if you say you can get your hands on it, I'll believe you. Thanks for doing this. You want to know what I'll be using it for? I'm a collector. I want to get my hands on all the retro electronics I can.
No, then fuck you. It's not even going into good use.
There was a plan to get rid of these ruins. They were going through the city.
What? There was another incident?
La la la. Can I jump off? Yes.
Go, Mog.
Who's the Mughal? No, this is where I came from. I want to see what's over here.
On Cocoon, they even control the weather.
I can't get excited about uncovering the Fal'Cie.
Carbuncle figurine.
I work better at night, so I wouldn't mind if daytime never came.
Alright, I guess we're going to the gate. We
Close to Cocoon as possible.
The Academy is becoming...
Everyone seems so restless. Come on, Mog. This place is eerie.
Alright, I'll be back and we're gonna go to the gate and check it out.